Our first segment is actually an interview from French Montana's artist, Chinx Drugs. Well, formerly known as Chinx Drugs. He's dropping that off so that he can be, you know, more commercially accepted. So his name is just Chinx now. So let's go ahead and go right into that interview. Coke Boys.
What's up, baby? They say to reach success, you gotta take a loss. That's Coke Boys, my New York. Coke Boys, new Illuminati, they don't hear me, though.
Coke Boy, baby.
You know, with the name Chinx Drugs, obviously every artist, you know, they have a reason and a purpose for their name. So for you, what's in the name?
Well, the name is just Chinx.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working on weeding out the drugs. Obviously, we can't.
Yeah, more mainstream.
We can't get the big endorsements, and we can't get a lot of things with drugs attached to that. But that was a mixtape thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that got me where I am. But it's just Chinx. Okay. And Chinx is just an acronym for coward-hearted individuals never exist. You know what I'm saying? Because if you scared out here,
right,
you're gonna be broke. Niggas die for money, what? And that power you. Weak-minded, fuck-born, weak-grinded. I ain't with that monkey shit.
You're signed to Coke Boys. You know, obviously you've performed on the big stage for Summer Jam. You know, you have tracks with French, Wale, you know, Jadakiss, just to name a few. Why have you been able to get all these like major co-signs and, you know, work with these artists that have longevity in the music game?
I mean, I would say, you know, I've been able to make the moves that I made and get the big features and get the love from a lot of the guys that, you guys may love is because if you look at anybody that's a great in this business, you know what I'm saying, like any one of them, their story's similar to mine, their story's similar to French's. It's like, you know, you being an underdog for so long, this game's a process to get inside, you know what I'm saying? These people want to make sure that before they let you win, they want to know that you're gonna be a good investment.
Switching over to Chinx, what are some of those other steps that you are making to become more mainstream and more, you know, corporate recognizable?
As far as making yourself more mainstream nowadays, you know what I'm saying, it's all the work is pretty much done by yourself. So in order to make yourself mainstream, you gotta start, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom and go up. Basically, I love your show, you know what I'm saying? You get a lot of good responses on this show, but that's why I'm here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be with you. I need to keep my face out. I need to stay relevant. And this is how you make yourself mainstream.
That's true. French is obviously signed to Bad Boy. Is Coke Boys as a whole signed to Bad Boy, or? Nah. Okay.
Coke Boys is just our thing, you know, that's just our, you know, that's home for, you know, the artists that's on the label with us.
Okay.
That's just a family, you know what I'm saying? French Montana, me, Harry Fraud, you know, Coke Boy Flip and Cheese. And that's just the home base for the family. But you know, we got a lot of offers as far as the whole Coke Boy movement. You know what I'm saying? We working that out now.
Obviously, you're from Far Rock. You know, you were part of Riot Squad, and you know now once again you're a Coke Boy. What do you feel like it was that Stack felt about your talent then? You know, as opposed to like what French feels about your talent now.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a Riot Squad from day one, before anything. You know what I'm saying? That's where it started. I wouldn't be a Coke Boy if I wasn't Riot Squad. So with that being said, me and Stack's relationship was real, platonic, mutual. You know what I'm saying? Stax didn't pick me up and say, yo, I want you to be down with me. Me and Stax around the same age, you know what I'm saying? He didn't pick me up and say, yo, that's my friend, you know what I'm saying? We was all rapping. One thing I learned from Stax was how to work hard. You know what I'm saying? One thing I learned from French was how to work harder, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Because when Stax was alive, we weren't making money off of this stuff like this. We were new kids, we were young kids in the game. Stax just had an image just out of this world, you know what I'm
Killing
saying?
the DVDs.
Everybody loved his presence, and he was definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with within New York.
I'm going to tell you the funny part, though. I know you see. I laughed out loud, likely to succeed out the youngins in his class. See what I'm doing, the world don't need a magnifying glass. We are from the First thing you learn is a gun and how to empty a clip. You get ripped, you're gonna need more stitches than a seamstress.
Me and French used to just sit at Max B's house in the studio, just kicking and vibing. And then, you know, unfortunately, Max was taken away from us. And me and French, being the hard workers that we are, we just never stopped working.
Exactly. You're moving towards mainstream, but, you know, I mean, obviously, you have a ton of popularity already, like you said, because you're a Coke boy. So how do you feel like when you're, you know, driving down the street or if you're walking somewhere and you hear Coke Boys or anything from French Montana like blaring?
Feels good. It feels good to know that the people are receptive and they actually getting it. So it lets you feel like your work isn't falling on deaf ears. It makes you want to go make a new one. Because that song's gonna die soon, you know, because of the quantity of music that has to be pushed out nowadays. It's not even about quality anymore. It's about who can make the most quantity of music with a decent amount of quality.
With the Skinny NYC, we do a ton of fashion interviews. We cover Fashion Week. We do everything. So let's ask you about fashion. Okay. Now, I watched the interview on Vlad TV, and I saw that you purchased a pair of J's. I think it was the Olive 9s. You purchased for like over 2 stacks. Like, what made you do that?
Over 2 stacks, 2,000 exactly.
Sheesh.
This was the Olive just dropped not too long ago, but the new version.
Okay.
The newer, you know, the newer edition. I purchased a pair of
the originals.
The originals.
Okay. The real retros, not the retro retros.
Right, the real
new
retros. And I bought them because they were collector's items.
Okay.
I couldn't even wear them.
Oh, so you don't actually wear them?
Because the sole, if I was to actually probably put the sneaker on, it's so old, the sole probably would come off.
Oh my God.
If you know anything about vintage sneakers, if you collect sneakers and things like that, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest sneaker collector or anything like that, but I'm definitely a fan of, you know, the Jordan sneaker.
Okay.
And those Olives, I remember, they just remind me of a time when I was young and I just seen them. I was like, wow, I just gotta get them. So I just purchased them one day, you know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna tell you a trick to keep your shoes. Taps, put taps on the bottom.
Taps on the bottom?
Yeah, I do that all the time. My husband put me on.
You're right.
On the same levels of fashion, what is like one of your, favorite designers, whether it's, urban or mainstream, just something that's out now that you kind of like?
I like a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I'm open to fashion. I'm really open to fashion. Very much so still 90s in my ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But very open to the new fashion and things. Like, you know, I like as far as my jeans, like I'm really a PRPS fan.
Okay, I like
it's not a new denim, it's been around for a while,
yeah.
But it's just so they just make the best cut and you know
the rinse
you know what I'm saying? I love PRPSs. I love a lot of the new guys, you know what I'm saying? We even got our stuff out, you know, it's Coke Boys, everybody's wearing our stuff, you know what I'm saying?
I need a t-shirt, man. I need a t-shirt.
Oh, definitely. We could definitely arrange that, get you a couple of things from Swag.
Alright, cool. Is it, anything else that you want to like leave our viewers with? What projects do you have coming out? Any videos, mixtapes, records?
My last project I dropped was on Cocaine Riot 3. That was my 3rd installment to the Cocaine Riot series. It's doing really well. My best numbers to date. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're moving forward.
For that.
Definitely. As long as you're moving forward and the numbers getting better. You did something better than last time. I shot a slew of videos off of that project. The next video to come out off of that project will be my new single I'm about to push. It's called We Up In Here featuring Ace Hood. Shout out to Ace Hood, DJ Khaled, the whole We the Best family. Those are my brothers, and just look out for that video soon. You know what I'm saying, on MTV. I hope we're gonna do it. And definitely go pick up that Excuse My French, the hottest album in your mama's house, at your grandmama's house. Have one at your baby mama's house. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh, I'm gonna have to go buy like 3 more copies.
I understand, man. This is where it started from. Coke Boys Riot Squad since day one.
All right, so
Skinny NYC.
Shout out to the Coke Boys, and thank you for Chinx for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we're gonna get into a video. What video you want us to get into?
Get into the intro off of my mixtape featuring French Montana. It's called Voices. They keep telling me to go and get the money.
Here we are with Voices.
Yeah.